Hi, I'm Paul, I'm 40 years old and I had my hair transplant at Wimpole Clinic and I want to share my journey with you. Like a lot of guys in their 30s, my hair did start receding quite a bit and it was going further and further back. I did try hair loss medication. That did work a little bit, but eventually it did stop and actually the side effects weren't great for me. It got to a point where I actually couldn't style my hair anymore. There wasn't much to work with and hats became a regular part of my day. But deep down, I know I wanted to change.
Honestly, it didn't bother me, well, apart from his terrible hat collection, but I knew he was really conscious of it and he wasn't happy. So when he said he was going to go for it, I was fully on board.
Well, Paul wasn't the only one losing his hair. I mean, take a look at mine. I mean, us guys, we've been creeping towards 40 for a few years, but Paul was definitely probably one of the more vocal ones. So when Paul said he was going to go ahead with surgery, obviously none of us believed he would actually do it, but fair play to him, he really did go ahead with it.
So I booked my first call with Wimpole Clinic. They've been around since 1975, older than me, but more importantly, they are an award-winning clinic. They've actually been voted best hair transplant clinic for 4 years in a row. So for me, it was a no-brainer. So I had my free call release and there was no obligation to book. She was friendly, she was reassuring, she was great. Consultation day arrived and I couldn't wait. The clinic was welcoming straight away. It was bright, it was modern, and it was really professional. I sat down with Elise and we went through everything in detail. We went through the procedure, the surgery, the doctors, and mainly the aftercare. She said, if it's 3 AM and I have a question, don't be afraid to call me. For me, that kind of level of support really stood out. And also got to meet my surgeon, Dr. Ahmed Musa, really nice guy. He was calm, he was approachable. He made sure that my hairline was going to look good now and more importantly, in the future. Surgery day was here and I was nervous, but the staff were amazing. They were brilliant. I could tell they worked with different levels of nerves before and they kept me calm. They were great. We went back and forth a few times when drawing the hairline on because we wanted to all get to a point where we all agreed that the hairline looked natural and it looked good. The anesthetic injections definitely stung a little bit, but after that you can't really feel a thing. The day went pretty quickly and I left feeling really relieved and positive about the whole thing.
When he got home, he was sore and tired, but he was happy. Sleeping upright was challenging, but it was necessary.
So here comes the aftercare. Firstly, the aftercare instructions were clear and easy to follow. Day one, I was spraying the saline spray and I was massaging to reduce the swelling. By day 3, I was still swollen, but I was managing that with the tablets and ice packs as well. So by day 9, the scabs had almost come off, and by day 11, they pretty much disappeared. During that time, Elise was always checking in with me, and she said everything was looking normal, which was awesome. So week 3 is a big one. All my new hair fell out. That's right, all the new hair actually drops out, which apparently is perfectly normal. Elise told me this was normal. And this is called hair shredding. And this can really differ compared to each person and the timing can vary too. I won't lie, it's easy to think the worst at this point, but don't worry, this is all part of the process. And actually, it only gets better from here. After that, it's all about being patient, staying healthy, following the advice, and just letting nature do its thing. Over time, your hair starts to get thicker, it gets stronger, also starts to feel a bit softer, and it looks more natural too.
At first, I wasn't sure if the hair transplant had worked and I was a bit concerned, but the clinic, who were constantly in touch, they were really reassuring and they just reminded us that we needed to trust the process.
Well, we went on a trip to America about 3 months after he had the surgery and yeah, I mean, there was nothing really to show. Obviously, we gave him grief about it. So when we went to an event about a year later, the hair had grown amazingly and even the people there, they didn't even clock that he'd had a hair transplant. It was that good, the results were that natural.
Having trusted the process, they were right. By month 6 and onwards, we were seeing obvious results. His hair was wiry at first, but it softened and then looked amazing. And now he's trying with different hairstyles and I don't see those hats anymore.
Over the time, I've had lots of compliments and my friends have been asking me lots of questions about it. They've heard of people having hair transplants, but they've never actually met anyone who's had one. And they are genuinely blown away by how natural it looks. And to be honest, so am I. I am so chuffed with how this has worked out.